Hello, everybody, and welcome to your conversation with Spirit Reading. This is reading message number 8, and we are just going to open the floor to Spirit, whatever Spirit wants to talk to us about, enlighten us on. Today, we will let happen, and this message may pertain to your past, your present, your future, or may just be some food for your soul. So let's get in and see what Spirit wants to talk to us about today. What do you want us to know, Spirit? Okay, the blame game. It's time to take ownership of the life you are creating. All right, so Spirit is coming in strong today with this message. And, just depending on where you are feeling emotionally, like where you're vibrating emotionally, is whether or not, you are going to be triggered by this message and like, whatever, screw this. Or you may be like, yeah, I totally get that. I feel that. Yes, thank you, Spirit, because this is really a card of Spirit calling you to the carpet of your own choices, of your emotions, of the thoughts that you entertain, the company you keep, the actions you take and make, okay? And I have to really go in deep with this because sometimes, okay, so we're going to like go across the spectrum here. Sometimes you can be a really good person. It's like you're there for people, you give, you do, you're always, trying to compromise and be there for others, be fair, all these things. And so you're like, I'm a good person, I give, I share, I'm fair, I'm nice. Why do all these different horrible things play out in my life? Where is my stability? And in a message of that, if that really speaks to you, you need to really take a stock of the thoughts that you are playing out in your mind every single day. Are you always feeling like you're not loved, you're not appreciated, nothing good ever happens to you, you're always used, you're always taken advantage of? Like, if those are thoughts that you are circling through your mind and your emotions each day, often, even if that's what you feel reality is reflecting back to you right now, it keeps you in that vibration, okay? It truly, truly does. And in order to pull out of that vibration, you've got to start grabbing on to new and different thoughts, all right? And I know that that's not easy initially because I can totally relate to that message Spirit brought through about somebody being very giving. And here's the next thing, being somebody who is giving and loving without boundaries is so detrimental to you, okay? It sucks your energy. It creates really distorted and imbalanced relationships and energies all around you, and it kind of keeps you perpetuating there. And so it's okay to say no. It's okay to make people mad if you don't want to do or be or give, if you have done that to a fault, okay? It's okay to say no. For you guys, Spirit is directing you to focus on what are the predominant thoughts and emotions that run through you every single day, because that's really affecting your vibration, okay? And there's a lot of meditations and affirmations on YouTube to help get your mind into a better place. And then your emotions will follow. And if you can vibe there for like 30 days, you will start to see a big shift in your life. And so what Spirit's saying for you guys is, don't blame those who take advantage, who use, who don't appreciate, because after somebody has already shown you that about themselves, if you go back in and continue, to just keep turning the other cheek and doing and being, then that becomes on you. Because once somebody shows you their true colors and they're not good, but you continue to participate and stay connected, then that becomes your choice. And what comes after that, you say, I accept this. I know this about you. And now when this happens and it kind of comes out of left field, and you like, you see the true colors and you walk away, that's standing up for yourself. That's having boundaries. That's having worth and value of self, okay? And you are just as important as anybody else, all right? But another message I'm getting with this blame game, wow, okay, so I have to go here as well. Some of you where you accept blame too much that's not yours to shoulder just to keep the peace, okay? This message is for you as well. Like you cannot take on ownership of energy, actions, words that are not yours. You don't deserve the lower vibration of that. And when you're willing to always take the blame, then that's what you open your vibration to in many other unrelated circumstances where you get the short end of the stick quite unfairly. Like this message to all of us is really Spirit is saying, what is your vibration? And the basis, what's happening in your mind, what's happening in your heart all day, every day, really taking stock and notice of that. And when you do that, you're going to realize, wow, I am being more negative than I'm being positive. Yeah, I have moments of gratitude and things like that, but I'm more pessimistic. I'm sad, I'm down, all these things. And so just tell yourself, for 30 days, I'm going to focus on all the positives in my life, and I'm going to push the negative to the side for now. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It doesn't mean that you won't tend to it at some point. But right now, you're really trying to shift your vibration into a more of a positive frequency so that you can start seeing the evidence of that play out in your reality, which only encourages you and motivates you more to continue to push forward into those more positive thoughts and emotions, okay? But you've always got to honor how you feel. So for me personally, if I'm like just feeling really down, feeling really sad, I acknowledge that, and I realize this emotion is going to pass. What are you trying to teach me? What are you trying to tell me? And I just let it flow through me. And after I started doing that, I noticed that I'm not as upset or mad or angry about things as long. I really shift through them and my consciousness expands. Like every emotion, every thought that, is perpetuated over and over. If you stop and ask yourself, what does this mean? Why am I thinking this? Why am I feeling this? And not going outside of yourself because the cause, right? Such and such did XYZ. Okay. And that's why I'm feeling this. It goes deeper than that. Okay. And now here is a message for some of you where, it's like you're doing the same thing over and over and over, but you are expecting a different outcome. And Spirit's like, you've got to look yourself in the mirror. You've got to face yourself, all of yourself, the light as well as the shadow, the good as well as the bad. Because when you know yourself and you own every aspect of yourself, okay, your vibration is that very pure and honest, picked up by others, okay? Doesn't mean that they'll always like you, okay? Because being truly authentic often comes with, being blunt and not being easily swayed into other people's drama and BS, just being a very strong individual, okay? So not everybody's gonna like you in that energy, but they will respect you. Okay, it's time for you to be authentic with yourself across the board and ask Spirit, what do I need to work on? What do I need to change here? What is really standing in my way of happiness, of romance, of money, abundance, career satisfaction, friendships, okay? Because this here is Spirit saying there is something that about your vibration, what you're either thinking, feeling, or doing very, very consistently that is creating these outcomes in your life that you're not very happy with, okay? And so Spirit is saying, I will help you see what it is, and I will help you change out of that energy to lead you into the happiness that you deserve. All right, so that really went long with that opening card. Let's pull another message. You know, and instead of, you know, when you get really triggered by somebody, instead of blaming them or lashing out back at them, kind of just stop for the next 30 days. Just kind of stop and ask Spirit, okay, I'm really triggered. I'm ready to put somebody in their place. Why? What is this? Why is this happening? What about my vibration? What do I need to balance out? Like, just ask those questions. And I'm telling you, Spirit's going to bring you the answers. You know, there was one time in my life where, you know, I'm me. I give, I do, I love. I wasn't being mean to anybody. But the most horrible person I've ever encountered personally, and I know there's people far worse than her in this world, but up close and personal, she was truly the most foul human being I've ever met. Lacked all empathy for anybody, totally narcissistic, drama queen. I mean, the list goes on. And I got so tired of dealing with her day in, day out. I finally was like, Spirit, what about me has attracted this individual into my life? Because I am none of these things that she is. I don't understand how that she is any bit of a reflection of me. And then it's like a light in my head went off. The reason why she was in my life is she was the manifestation of some really ugly feelings I was harboring within about somebody from my past. I wasn't, you know, seeking revenge or wishing any ill on that person. I just had a lot of ugly feelings in my heart for them. I wasn't healed at all. And once I made that connection, it motivated me so quick to work on healing that wound. And I'm telling you, the moment I started that and made a little bit of progress in the healing and the forgiveness, just letting it all go, I just kind of out of nowhere got a different job, a way better coworkers, and she was gone from my life. She was a manifestation of the ugly feelings I had in my heart with justification because of what somebody had done to me. It was awful what happened, what I went through, okay? And so in my mind, I was like, it's not my fault I feel this way. This is what happened to me. This is what I went through. And I just kind of festered on those emotions. And then when I saw what that looked like manifested in real life, in real form, I was like, oh Lord, I don't want that to exist in me anywhere at all, period. So I worked on it and it went away. And so Spirit is saying, like, everything in your life is a manifestation of something going on inside of you, some perpetual thought, belief that's just deeply, deeply seated, deep emotions or certain patterns of behavior. What blocks you, what triggers you, it's because you've got to face that energy in yourself and figure out why it's there. And then Spirit will help lead you into the steps to heal it, to release it, to understand it. All right, so let's pull a chakra. All right, so we have the root chakra, money, finances, power, generosity, and abundance. So your root chakra, when we get into this, you know, blame game, we become unrooted. And when we become unrooted, our perception gets distorted, our emotions get distorted, our experience in the physical becomes distorted. We get anxious, we get nervous. It's just, you're not rooted, okay? So your energy is very sporadic. And so whatever this is for you personally, the first step is to start balancing that root chakra. There's tons of meditations on YouTube, but especially those of you that this is around, like money, job, career, okay? It's time to really root your root chakra into Mother Earth Gaia and become very balanced energetically. And through that balance, it helps the emotions and the mind balance out. So you start seeing things more clearly about yourself, about your life, and what it is energetically about you that is causing these undesirable circumstances or experiences to come in. Because once you become aware, then you fix it, you correct it, and then those things don't happen anymore because you understand. Okay, so let's pull an archangel and see what archangel is helping out with this. I only planned these to be about 10-15 minute messages, but we're already going on almost 16 minutes. Spirit's coming in hot. Okay, ooh, look at this. We got Archangel Metatron with wisdom. Yes, that is so appropriate right there. So, in these situations, Archangel Metatron is saying, hey, call upon me. I'm going to come in and I'm going to help you see what this energy is around you, within you. I'm going to help bring you into your wisdom. And through that wisdom, you know what to do. You know how to fix things. You know how to balance yourself out. So call upon Archangel Metatron at any and all times, and he will come in and really assist you with this process. And if you need to do some healing and forgiveness, call upon Archangel Raphael. He will come in and he will help get that healing done. Those two together, oh my gosh. Okay, let's pull some more cards. Okay, so we have dangerous depths, water above, water below. Excessive pressure, lake above, wind below. And great abundance, thunder above, fire below. Okay, yes. So this is a message here that you've really got to get your mind and your emotions balanced consistently for at least 30 days. And it will be a discipline. It will take effort for you to monitor what's filtering through you and realizing what triggers you. And instead of reacting, calling upon Archangel Metatron and saying, okay, I'm triggered. This is that moment. Help me out. Okay, help me understand what's going on. Because here, this dangerous depths and excessive pressure, it's like you're going to keep encountering the same thing through different people, different situations, but it's the same thing over and over. And I do feel for a lot of you, this is around like your money, your financial situations. And Spirit is promising you, if you just get your chakra rooted again and you get balanced out and you really focus in on your thoughts and your emotions, as well as any patterns of behavior that are self-defeating, that are self-sabotage, it's all going to become so clear to you. And once your mind and your emotional body are more balanced for a consistent period of time, you're going to start seeing the evidence of things being easier, things just working out for you, where it's just like always one thing after the next going wrong. Now it's going to be one thing after the next, after the next, after the next, going right, going in your favor. All right, so let's pull some tarot. And you know, if this does not pertain to you at all, but you're just listening in just to see, you know, what this reading is about, this may be somebody in your life who is the perpetual victim. And this reading right here might help you give them some different advice to try to help break them out of that, you know, like by you being positive or whatever. I feel if that's the case, sending them this reading and telling them to watch it probably wouldn't do them much good. And that's why Spirit has you watching it, because there's just different things that you can say and do over time, and they'll start getting in on your vibration and kind of getting out of that victim mentality mindset. All right, so we have the Ibis, nurturer of feathers. So this would be the Queen of Swords. Next is the Link with the Nine of Wands. Links, I should say. The Raccoon, seer of fossils. The Pelican, Six of Feathers. And the Parrot, seer of feathers. Okay, so the fossils here, this is the money, okay? So I know not all of you are relating to this about money, but man, that Spirit keeps bringing that up. And maybe, okay, so some things that don't seem connected are, all right, because I will tell you this. Once I really spent some time to work on my emotional wounds and baggage, my whole life got better. It really did. My finances, my health, like everything, all things are connected. And even though maybe it's your finances that are out of whack, maybe you do have really good thoughts and vibration around money, but you're very lackful vibrationally in other areas of your life. Thus, it impacts your finances, okay? Everything is connected. And so you focusing here on the thoughts, the emotions, and going to a more positive place, a higher vibration as much as you can, and doing as much as you can to facilitate that over the next 30 days, you are going to see a huge turnaround in your life. It's like things are just going to get better. And Seer of Feathers, you're going to start seeing energies, and you're going to see yourself and how everything is truly a mirror being reflected back to you. Okay, I'm telling you, and it's like life will not feel so hard and like it's you against the world. You'll finally feel like it's you at one with the world, you at one with the universe. All right, so let's pull another card. Right, so you've got Dig Deep, and this says, what once seemed so right can suddenly feel strange. Words don't seem to flow the way they used to, and now you don't know which way is right side up. Ours is a time of spiritual advancement that is preceded by a leap in consciousness. On the worldly side of things, your actions may appear clumsy and out of character. Some may mistakenly think you've lost your way. They may make suggestions to get you back on track. Say thank you, I love you, I am safe in the arms of the divine. Then dig deep, and when pressured with an opportunity, when presented with an opportunity, enter this rite of passage with all the passion you can muster. There is no need for you to compromise at such a poignant time of transformation. Just to quiet the fears of others, be gentle with yourself and try to move more swiftly towards bliss consciousness. Okay, so this is as you begin to really face yourself and try to figure everything out, you're going to make a lot of different changes. And people around you maybe like, what are you doing? Why are you meditating? Why are you listening to affirmations? Why are you changing your diet? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? It's okay that they don't understand it. All right. You're just going to follow what your soul tells you is best for you to balance yourself out so that you can move up in vibration and not deal with all of these like frustrations and challenges. Okay. And remember, Archangel Metatron will absolutely help you with that. Okay. I stand up for what I believe in. Those of you that this is where you're kind of at everybody else's beck and call, this is you having those healthy boundaries, okay? And I just feel as you move through this process, there's some things that are going to kind of radically shift about you. Not everybody that knows you is going to understand it or appreciate it, but it's not for them too. This is for you, for your life, for your happiness, okay? One thing I will recommend is Abraham Hicks. Just do a drop in Abraham Hicks in YouTube, and you'll find so much from her. She goes in hard on vibration, and binge on her content, and it will really help the process. All right, so those are your messages from Spirit today. I am sending you all lots of love and light. Take care.